Okay. I'll share the weekend festival.
Nice.
This one. Highlights the festival.
Nice.
Shizuoka Festival. Uh, a cherry blossom viewing parade. And
Nice.
people traditional uh, costume. And yeah, this one.
Looks
It's
super nice.
the parade on the main streets in
Mm-hmm.
this hometown. Mm. So I want to share. It's very good. And yeah, it looks nice. This one. Cherry blossom viewing parade. So many
Cute.
people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Uh, yeah. Musical, dance. Mm. And cherry blossom. Mm. That's
Nice.
all. That's all.
Did you go, so you went to the festival this weekend?
Yeah, I watched little far on the
Yeah.
uh fifth floor in library.
Cute.
So many people. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So from a
it's very
distance is
uh,
better.
yeah, yeah, and it's a good nice situation, and so many
Mhm.
people looks enjoyed.
Yeah.
Mm, it's good. Thank you.
Nice. Super.
How about you? How was the weekend?
Busy. I worked on Friday.
Uh,
Saturday I had my tennis match and I won.
oh,
So
good.
super
Crush it.
good. Yes, oh, I did. I crushed it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, good.
And
Yeah.
then Sunday, I just spent the day with my boyfriend, and then I had to work in the evening again.
Hmm. Nice. Let's go. Let's go this weekday.
Yes,
Thank you.
exactly.
Uh, by the way, so I ask chat box. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to ask you something in our next online lesson. I
Mm-hmm.
prepared my answer to some questions using what I think are native style expressions. If you notice a more natural way to say the same things, or if you would express it differently as a native speaker, I'd really appreciate your suggestions.
Yeah, totally. We
Okay,
can totally do that.
does it make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Totally makes sense.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, let's go. Uh, so this question is continue. Weekly
Okay.
question.
Perfect.
This question: do you compare price when you shop? My answer: I consider prices, but they are not my top priority. Some products have special meaning or value to me, which matters more than the costs. For example, if I'm a loyal fan to a product use it often, I don't mind paying a higher price because it meets my needs and expectation. That's why I focus on a product's value rather than just its price. That's all.
Totally. Yeah, yeah. I like totally agree with you. I think like for me, it's always depending on the product.
Mm,
Like if it's clothing,
mm,
like I think basics. So like having a good pair of jeans or
mm,
nice black pants.
mm,
I think it's worth spending a bit more money for the quality of the product because then it
mm,
lasts like a really long time. Like all of my jeans and pants last me like 5 to 7 years. So if you spend
mm,
$150 on it, it's really not that
mm.
much money for how long. But if it's just like uh maybe something that's like a fad. Do you know what a fad
Bad.
is? Fad.
Bad. Mm.
So a fad is something that's in style for a short
Style.
period of
Mm.
time.
Trend.
yeah, like a trend, but like, so there's fads and then there's trends.
Right.
So a good example is like, for example, right now, over the past few years, we've had a trend in 90s fashion,
Mm.
right? But a fad could be like a specific type of top
Oh,
that it's only going to be in style for like 3 months. So
three
it's
months.
something like that. I buy it like secondhand and really
Mm.
cheap because I know I'm
Mm.
not going to wear it a lot.
Mm.
But if it's something I wear a lot, then I'm fine paying like a higher price. So
Nice. It sounds nice. Wow.
yeah. Hmm.
Great. Okay. Let's change it. Oh, it's cut. Please wait. Okay. Mm. And this style, so I prepared, answered. Uh,
Hmm.
I please ask me, and I'll answer. Please check the correct phrase for native English speaker.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll ask you the question first. So, do you usually compare prices before buying something?
Yeah, I usually check price. Stuff gets more expensive lately, so I try to keep that in mind when I shop.
Hmm. Yeah. Instead of stuff, I would say
So,
things.
mm,
Thing things are getting. You have to use a verb.
mm,
Things are,
things are,
or things, not
uh,
with an
mm,
apostrophe. Things are.
things are,
Things are getting more expensive
things
lately.
are,
Hmm.
yeah, what things, got things are,
Yeah, so I would say things are, because you can't say stuff's, I mean, you could say stuff's getting, but I would
mm,
say things are getting more expensive lately.
mm.
Um, and then you could also say, so that's something I think about when I shop. Those are
Thank
another
you.
ways to say it.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm?
Please next.
What matters most to you when shopping? Price, quality, or brand?
Ever since I quit my job 2 years ago, I've been more into choosing good brands, and stuff that really feels worth it. And yeah, it actually makes a difference.
Perfect. That was written perfectly.
Okay. Thank you. Please next.
Can you think of a product you buy regularly, even if it's expensive?
This online English service costs more than others, but I've stuck with it. Feels like it's what I really need right now.
Yep, perfect. I
Good.
wouldn't say it any other way. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Next.
Have you ever paid more for something because it had special meaning to you?
Yeah, when I went to New York alone, it really meant
Me-
meant
it really meant.
meant meant a lot to me. I
Mhm.
didn't go anyway. Yeah, I didn't go anything big. Just just being there. Somewhere I'd always dreamed of was really special.
Yeah. And you can also say, when I went to New York by myself.
I went
You can
by
say
myself
alone, that's fine.
alone.
But
Only.
yeah, like I feel
Uh,
like you could also
uh,
say when, yeah, I would usually say like when I went to New York by myself,
uh,
or when I went solo traveling
solo traveling, yeah.
in New York. You
Uh,
can also say that.
uh, okay. Thank you. Ah, what's the image so Five Avenue for
It,
you? Fifth
I hate
Five Ave-
I hate Fifth Avenue.
so big, gorgeous.
Yeah, I think it's more because in New York, for example, like in New York,
Uh,
Fifth Avenue is so iconic, right?
iconic,
So
yeah.
there's so many tourists there,
Mm, mm,
and I prefer to be in places where there's not a lot of tourists.
uh,
Um, So for example, so like for me, like first of all, like a lot of those stores are like very high end and luxury that I
Mm,
don't shop at, and I'm
mm,
not a big fan of them anyways.
mm,
And then the other stores, they have them all over the city. So, and I used to live in Brooklyn, so I used to go downtown shopping in
mm,
like downtown New York in Soho
mm,
more than
mm.
uptown because it was
So,
further.
mm,
Um, but even then, like, so when I lived in Soho in 2018,
mm,
like there was tourists, but not as much because people would shop in Fifth Avenue more. But when I
mm,
moved to New York and like once I was there in 2021,
mm,
Soho has gotten so popular that now it's
mm,
like Times Square. And
mm.
even then, when that happened, I stopped wanting to go to Soho. Like I really had to go to a store that I really wanted to go there because I
Oh,
was, yeah, I would rather just go somewhere where there's not that
ah,
many tourists.
ah, yeah. Okay, thank you for sharing. Wait, next.
What does value mean to you when it comes to products?
For me, value is about something I enjoy using, want to tell others about, and feel connected to over time. If
Mhm.
it's made with care and doesn't stress me out, that's a win. That's a win.
Perfect. That's a win. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes when like I'm thinking of I would say if I was speaking to someone, I would say the same thing, but like at the end, I would
And
say like if it's made with care and doesn't stress me out, then
uh,
that's a win for me.
that's a win. That's a win for me. Oh,
Like
that's
that's
a win.
correct. Like that's a
Mm,
win. Like sometimes we
mm,
say that, but sometimes we add like these little words like then that's a win for me to
mm.
really emphasize how much it means to me.
Thank you. Okay. Next.
Are you loyal to any specific brands? Why or why not?
Yeah, I've gone pretty into Apple. Everything works so smoothly together. I bought full set a while back, and honestly, no regrets.
Perfect. And you can say, yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
huge Apple fan. Like you
here's the
could say it
Apple
like that.
fan.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
how I would say it. Or you could say, what's something
Big
I said this the
what?
other day actually, because I was talking about Apple. I would you can say I'm a ride or die for
Live
Apple.
or dive. Live or dive. Uh,
I'm a ride or
uh,
die.
Live or go
Yeah, you could
to uh,
You could just say I only buy Apple products.
Apple product. Uh, uh, nice. Okay. Go to brand.
Yeah, you could say yeah, Apple's my go-to brand for tech
Okay.
products.
Tech products. Thank you.
Do you think expensive products are always better?
Not always, but I think it helps to try the good stuff first, so you know what really matters. When later, if you wanna cut back, you are doing it with more understanding.
hmm Yeah, and when you say like you don't have to say you are, you can just say
Mm.
your. Like in
You are.
English, we
Mm.
never
We
like
never.
this is actually really
Uh,
common
uh,
with
uh,
English learners.
in,
Like a lot of all of my students, like if they see the word like your like you with the apostrophe
uh,
or
uh,
it's they say
uh,
you are it is. Native speakers, we never say that. We always
uh,
say your, it's,
your uh,
hasn't,
hasn't.
wouldn't. We never say would not, could not. We just say couldn't, wouldn't. We never say the full contraction.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Please next.
How do you feel when you get a good deal on something you love?
Honestly, it just makes me happy. That kind of things always feels great.
You can say honestly, I'm hyped.
Honest, I
This
hype
is
it.
like
Hype.
slang. Like you're
Like,
like, let's go.
so it's exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I'm hyped.
uh, Hypes. Okay. Thank you. Ooh.
You could also say like when it says like It's sick when
Sick.
those things
Uh,
happen.
those things happen.
So when we say
Uh,
like something, it's sick, means it's like it's
sick.
cool, it's awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So like if someone does something really cool and you say, "Oh,
Cool.
dude, that's sick."
And that's sick. Okay,
Yeah.
that's sick. Thank you.
Yeah. Slang.
Well, nice slang.
Mhm.
9.
What kind of products do you think are worth paying more for?
Anything that helps me stay motivated or work toward my goals. If it keeps me going, I think it's totally worth it.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you. Uh, Last one.
Okay. Would you recommend your favorite products to others? Why?
Yeah, I would, but not in a pushy way. I'll just share what I use and like. And if someone's interested, I'd be happy to tell them more. I like keeping it natural.
Yeah. You can also say, I like keeping it chill.
Sure,
Chill. I like
sure.
keeping it chill. Yeah, so like not it's not similar to natural, but like in this context, like when you're keeping something chill, it's like
Uh,
not being pushy. You're just like, yeah, I tell them about it and that's it. It's pretty chill.
Pretty
Relaxed.
chill, pretty chill. Okay, okay. After lesson, I recheck your great answer.
Mhm.
I mash up
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
review.
like
Uh,
you didn't say anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like the way you
uh,
said it was totally fine. The
uh,
suggestions that I gave is just maybe more how native speakers would say it with some slang
uh,
words and stuff
Strong
like
words.
that.
Mm. It's a more casual and natural. Mm.
Yeah, I mean, the way you said it is like supernatural, you know?
Supernatural. Mm.
But this is just more like how you said, like, you
Mm.
know, like even like when you speak Japanese, it's very
Mm.
different than like someone learning Japanese,
Mm.
you know? Like you
Mm.
have your little ways of saying it, and this is just
Mm.
like
Mm.
our more natural ways of saying
Mm.
things.
Okay, thank you. Uh, the vocabulary, 7 words: enjoyable, entertaining, discounted, and repeatable, and heartwarming, personalized, communal.
Hmm.
Let's start.
Okay.
Enjoyable. Mm.
Can you tell me about an enjoyable shopping experience you've had?
I went Don Quixote in Japan once. Such a fun place. So much random stuff anywhere. I felt more like entertainment than shopping.
This is where you could say like it's sick. You could say
Uh,
I
mm,
went to Don Quixote once. It was
One,
sick, or it was unreal.
unreal, unreal.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
super cool. That's basically
super cool.
like, yeah. So let me write that for you.
Yeah,
To Don
thank you.
Quixote once. It was sick slash unreal.
This is Don Quixote.
Hmm.
So huge layout. So uh, it's so it has for international people focusing. It's also like so Shinjuku, Shibuya in Tokyo. Mm.
Hmm.
For tourists. Mm.
That's
Mm.
interesting because Don Quixote comes from a book.
A book.
Yeah, like that
Uh,
name, Don Quixote.
uh,
It's
yeah,
from the book by a Colombian author
Colombia. Uh,
called Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
yes, yes.
And his
Mm.
book, Cien Años de Soledad, 100
Mm.
Years of Solitude.
Mm. It's a very entertainment like
It's one of
uh,
it's won like literary prizes. It's like one of the most
uh,
iconic
iconic.
Spanish literature.
Uh,
So like all like for example, everyone in like Spanish speaking countries has to read Don Quixote
mm.
in school.
Mm.
It's like one of
Don Quixote.
those things. Like Cien
Thank you.
Años de Soledad, basically.
Okay. Next, please.
What's the most entertaining commercial or ad you've seen recently?
Times Square in New York felt like one giant ad. So many screens. It was crazy, but kinda cool.
Kinda.
Kinda cool. Mm.
Yeah. Perfect. You
Yeah,
said
you
it's super
you
slangy. Yeah.
uh, you might hate this place.
Yeah, I hate Times. I'm not a fan of Times Square, but I
Fine.
will say my friends
Uh,
and I did this one time, and
uh,
this was really cool
mm,
because like during the day there's too many tourists.
mm,
But my friends and I, we went out one night near Times
mm,
Square, and when
mm.
we left the club, we went to Times Square at 3:30, 4 in the
It's
morning,
study.
and like there wasn't that many people, and it was it was more chill, and it was
There.
really cool to see Times Square without all the
Uh,
tourists.
all the tourists.
And it was like at night. It was like
At
pretty much
night.
just New Yorkers after a night out, and
Uh,
we were just kind of like looking, and it was like we bought McDonald's, and then
McDonald's.
we sat in the middle of
So
Times
chilly.
Square and ate McDonald's in the middle of Times Square, and we were like, this is super cool.
Uh, so cool. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
was
a
cool.
very
Yeah.
you are meaningful memory with your friends. Wow.
That's like the good memory I have of Times Square. Other than that, not a fan.
Okay, thank you.
Have you ever bought something just because it was discounted?
Yeah, I always grab snacks at the checkout. If I'm a little hungry, I'm like, why not? Totally guilty pleasure.
Totally. You could also say the snacks um, at the checkout always get me,
Always give me.
which means like every time you see like the
Mm,
snacks there, you like to
mm.
buy them.
Yeah. Okay.
uh,
Reputable.
reputable,
Reputable.
reputable, reputable.
Reputable. Reputable.
Not
No? Oh, l- 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 reputable.
it's like the emphasis where you're putting it. It's
L-
reputable.
Reputable. Reputable.
No, no, I because
Uh,
you're
first,
like the
first
first you have to
accent.
it's reputable. Like
Reputable.
yeah, like
Reputable.
yeah, you
Reputable.
put more like the beginning. It's
Reput,
not
reputable.
it's not reputable, it's reputable.
Reputable.
Yes.
Reputable. Ah,
The
first accent.
emphasis, yes,
Ah,
exactly.
nice, nice. Okay. Reputable.
Yes.
Reputable.
Yes,
Reputable.
exactly. Yeah, that's the
Thank
thing
you.
with like words, right? It's just like sometimes you just emphasize like you need to emphasize the right
Mm, mm,
part of the word.
mm,
Like people would understand you for sure. And
Thank
then
you.
the thing is also I think British people might say
Mm.
no, they don't.
No, they don't.
No. They say reputable. They do say
Reputable.
reputable.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Please ask
What
me.
makes a store or brand reputable in your opinion?
In Japan, iPhones are super common. Everyone trusts them. And honestly, I'm a fan to last year.
Per- Perfect.
Yeah. Heartwarming.
Have you ever seen a heartwarming story related to a company or product?
Muji gives off this calm, a peaceful vibe. Their stuff isn't flashy. It just feels really nice and warm.
Perfect. And I
Yeah.
agree. I'm a
Yeah.
fan.
Okay.
I'm a super
Last
fan.
last 5 minutes. I think the role playing game with
hmm
you. It's situation after after voting buying Muji products
Yeah,
in the cafe. Small talks. I'm
perfect.
Aki. Hi Sibel. Do you ever go to Muji when you want to relax?
Oh yes, I love Muji. The minimalist design and calming vibe just makes me feel at peace the moment I walk in.
Exactly. It's a really reset button for my brain. I went yesterday and the warm interior totally changed my mood.
I know what you mean. Even the smell in the store feels
Yes.
peaceful. Did you buy anything?
Ah, yeah. I picked up a new set of notebooks and some essential oils. They were displayed so neatly. It's made me want to organize my entire room.
Haha, that's the Muji effect. Their products are simple but so elegant. I always feel like I'm living in a magazine when I use their stuff.
Totally. And I love how the store doesn't blast music. It's quiet, but in a good way. Like you can really think while shopping.
Shopping. Okay, yeah, right? It's the opposite of most stores these days. Muji has a very less is more kind of charm.
So true. Next time, let's go together. Maybe grab coffee at a music cafe.
Yes, I'd love that. Their coffee is as calm as their store.
Thank you. Muji version.
Yes, I love it.
And vocabulary. Calm vibe. Minimalist design. Warm interior. And reset button for my brain. And
Yeah,
less is more.
perfect.
Do you like this word?
Yeah, I do. These are good.
Okay, thank you. Andあ、fill in the blank. I love Muji, the minimalist design, and I don't know, dara dara vibe.
I think calming vibe.
Calm vibe. Calming vibe make me feel at peace. Two, the heartful, warmly,
The
warm,
warm
the warm
one.
interior totally changes my mood. Three, I picked up a new set of toy dictionary.
It could be a new set of anything. You could say, and I picked up a new set of pens,
Pants,
papers, notebooks.
pants, pants, and the some aroma oils.
Yep, aromatic
Aroma oils.
or essential oils. Essential oils is
Essential oil.
better.
Essential oil. Yes. And for their products are so uh, minimum, but so
So minimal.
mm, yeah, so I don't know. Not gorgeous, but high quality.
Okay, the products are
Uh,
so minimal, but so
uh,
yeah. I don't.
skipper,
Okay.
and and Muji is very less is more
Hmm.
and kind of charm. And six, the store doesn't vibe music. It's
Doesn't
quite
play music.
display. Mm, okay. It's like uh, I don't know.
Reset button.
Reset by saying okay. And okay, it's closing this lesson. Last 30 seconds. Thank you for sharing. I customized Muji format.
Yes,
How
that was fun.
uh, how was feedback for this lesson?
Yeah, I would say like you had a lot of like really good stuff with slangs and stuff like that. Pronunciation, just having to work on like which part of the word to emphasize, right? So that it sounds more natural and stuff like that. But we can
See
work on that
you
next time.
next time. Bye.